Hello, good evening. Here is the news on STM Radio Vision, Elisha. First, the headlines. NCC unveils spectrum roadmap to power Nigeria's $1 trillion digital economy. Ocean 2026, candidate vows commitment to inclusive governance. Ocean Accord Party member denounces involvement in murder allegation. Adams marks AFCON return with severe brace. Bobby Wine tells journalists from hiding he will not contest Uganda election results in court. Now the news in full. I am Chidinma Abel. As part of effort to strengthen Nigeria's digital infrastructure and accelerate the country's push towards a $1 trillion digital economy, the Nigerian Communication Commission (NCC) has unveiled a new spectrum roadmap for 2026 to 2020. Stakeholders in the telecommunications sector Monday converged in Abuja for the consultative forum on the Spectrum Roadmap 2026 to 2030 and the guidelines for opening the lower 6 GHz and 60 GHz bands, where the Commission presented the proposed policy frameworks and sought industry input. Speaking at the forum, the Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the NCC, Dr. Aminu Maida, described spectrum as an invisible but indispensable national resource that powers mobile communications, broadband networks, satellite services, financial platforms, and smart technologies across the country. Represented by the head of Spectrum Administration, Engineer Atiku Lawal, the EVC said rising demand driven by data-intensive applications, cloud services, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things has made forward-looking spectrum planning inevitable. He explained that the roadmap is designed to give industry players confidence to invest and the flexibility to innovate while ensuring that Nigeria's digital growth remains inclusive, sustainable, and aligned with national development priorities. On the draft guidelines, Maida said the proposed opening of the lower 6 GHz for Wi-Fi 6 and the 60 GHz license SM band for multi-gigabyte wireless systems marks a bold step towards expanding spectrum available for licensed use. And now on the state scene, ahead of the Osun State governorship election, the candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC in Osun State, Dr. Najim Folashayo Salam, has reaffirmed his commitment to inclusive governance, cultural preservation, grassroots development, and people-centered leadership. Salam, who spoke while embarking on a strategic consultative visit to traditional rulers across Iwo, Olaoluwa, and Ayedire local government areas of the state, noted that the ADC remains a credible platform capable of delivering sustainable grassroots development across the state. During the engagement, the former Osun speaker described traditional institutions as critical stakeholders in governance, noting their enduring role as custodians of culture, peace, and community cohesion. The ADC flag bearer pledged that, if elected, his administration will prioritize consultation, responsiveness, and effective service delivery for the benefit of all people of Osun State. On the local scene, Olalekan Oyeyemi, a member of the Accord Party in Osun State, has denied any involvement in the killing of Mr. Oyebamiji Kazeem, describing the allegation as a politically motivated attempt to damage his reputation. In a statement issued on Tuesday and signed by his press secretary, Adeola Abiodun, Oyeyemi dismissed the claim as dirty politics, insisting that he had no link to the incident. He said he was out of Osogbo on personal engagement when the murder occurred on Sunday, stressing that he was neither present at the scene nor connected to the crime in any way. Oyeyemi warned those spreading what he described as false allegations to the deceased, adding that he was prepared to pursue legal action against anyone found culpable. He further clarified that no member of the Accord Party was involved in the incident, rejecting rumors or insinuations linking the party or its members to the killing. And now on the sports scene, Sevilla striker Ako Adams made a memorable return from the Africa Cup of Nations on Monday, coming off the bench to score twice and secure a 2-2 draw against Elche. The Nigerian international netted both goals for Sevilla, ending the club's 4-game losing streak in all competitions. Elche, who have won just 2 of their last 13 top-flight matches, took to the lead inside 15 minutes. Martin Neto cleverly released Alex Febas into space on the edge of the box, allowing the midfielder to fire past a slightly out of position Sevilla goalkeeper Odysseas Villamos. The hosts doubled the advantage 10 minutes into the second half through German Valera. Adams, who enjoyed a strong AFCON campaign in Morocco with Nigeria, was introduced at the start of the second half. He pulled a goal back for Sevilla, the club's first competitive strike in 5 matches. And now on the foreign scene, Uganda's opposition leader, Bobi Wine, has told the journalists he will not contest the results of Thursday's election in court, citing a lack of confidence in the judiciary, has instead urged supporters to take to the streets to peacefully protest. Speaking to journalists from hiding, he said he will continue to stand up to President Yoweri Museveni despite concerns about his safety. Museveni, 81, won the vote by a landslide and has accused the opposition of seeking to overturn the result through violence, calling them terrorists. He gained 72% of the vote, while Wine, his closest challenger, got 25%. Wine, whose real name is Robert Kiyagolani, maintains the results are fake and has cited ballot stuffing without providing any details. During his interview, Wine also hit out at the security forces for not allowing food into his family home, where his wife and relatives are effectively under house arrest. He says he fled the house in a suburb of the capital, Kampala, on Friday night during a raid by the security forces. And now to end the news, here is a recap of our stories. We told you that as part of effort to strengthen Nigeria's digital infrastructure and accelerate the country's push towards a $1 trillion digital economy, the Nigerian Communication Commission, NCC, has unveiled a new spectrum roadmap for 2026 to 2030. We also told you that ahead of the Osun State governorship election, the candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, in Osun State, Dr. Najim Folashayo Salam, has reaffirmed his commitment to inclusive governance, cultural preservation, grassroots development, and people-centered leadership. We also told you that Olalekan Oyeyemi, a member of the Accord Party in Osun State, has denied any involvement in the killing of Mr. Oyebamiji Kazim, describing the allegation as a politically motivated attempt to damage his reputation. Sevilla striker Akon Adams made a memorable return from the Africa Cup of Nations on Monday, coming off the bench to score twice and secure a 2-2 draw against Elche. Lastly, we told you that Uganda's opposition leader, Bobi Wine, has told the journalists he will not contest the result of Thursday's election in court, citing a lack of confidence in the judiciary, and has instead urged supporters to take to the streets to peacefully protest. That ends the news on Esteem Radio Vision, Elisha, Osun State, Nigeria. The news was edited by Ajiboye Ohwayo and was brought to you by Chidima Abel. For sponsorship and advert placement, please contact us on 0916-634-9956. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Esteem Radio Vision, at YouTube, on YouTube at Esteem Studio. Thanks for listening. Good evening.